Just raise your hand, they're being passed around now. Okay. So if you've read the little blurb about what hypno-reading is about, you're probably like the gentleman who's already come up to me today and said, this is exaggerating just a little bit, isn't it? Like 1 page a second. Isn't that exaggerating that you can read at 1 page a second? And I said, nope. But, in fact, the 1 page a second refers to the speed that you will be turning the pages at. Maybe I did just exaggerate a little bit when I said read at 1 page a second, because you all think that reading means something for you already, and what I want you to do today is to completely change, or at least open up your mind to the possibility of reading being something entirely different. One of the big blocks that we have when we want to read either fast or super fast, as we do in hypno-reading, is that we already know how to read, or at least we think we do. We learned a long time ago, and we've been reading it that way ever since. So consequently, we've got this huge mountain of habits which cuts in every time we try and do something a little bit different. So today, what we're going to do is just go straight to the practice of hypno-reading. Normally, when I do this, you get at least a couple of hours of theory behind it to explain why it is possible and what's actually going. But today we'll be pretty well doing just the practice so that you've really got something to take away with you. So when I say hypno-reading, the reading will not be the same thing that you're used to, but it will be something that would allow you to go ploughing through all those mountains of professional journals and the shelves of books and all those things piling up next to the bedhead, where you keep saying, when I get time, I'm going to read some of this stuff. So you are going to love this hypno-reading. It's great for everybody who adores reading and who just hasn't got the time to get through it. It's also great for people who don't much like reading and who have to force themselves to plod through something because they've got to get that information. So hypno-reading will also be very valuable to you. A long, long time ago, when the very first Superman movie came out, you may remember there was a scene in that when Superman had just become aware of his amazing powers, when he decides that he needs to pick up lots and lots of information. So he goes into a library, and what does he do? He opens a book, and he goes flip, 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 boom, closes the book, it's all in there. Goes to the next book, flip, 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 closes it, it's all in there. Now, isn't that just a dream for all of us who want to be able to process more information? If we could just do it at that speed, wouldn't it be that fantastic? Now, since you are all, I gather, hypnotists of one style or another, you know that the subconscious or the unconscious mind is an enormous reservoir of information, because that mind has always been picking up thousands and thousands of bits of information per second. It's the conscious mind that blocks the information coming in, because that's like this tiny little funnel. There's the law